years, 8 years. It's gone so quick, and I forget sometimes that actually it has been 8 years. And I think like, oh yeah, well when did I start playing this game? And yeah, 8 years is a long time for a mobile game. So kudos to Space Ape for that. I will give them that much. 8 years is a long time, for a mobile game. And I sort of thought of stuff. I thought, what they were talking about in the stream about, like, the highlights over the 8 years. And I always say, big ones for me was transferring over from a tablet to a PC. Just before COVID sort of hit, I used to do my streams on a tablet. So there was no camera, nothing like that. It's just my voice on a tablet. And I thought, you know what? I'm gonna really give this YouTube thing a bit of a go. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. Went and bought myself a PC, which was my old PC, which I had for a couple of years. It's still the same PC. I just moved the part, but you know what I mean. It was the old PC, and started to stream. Did like a face reveal. My face was never been on the stream before, so I did like a face reveal. I think that's a big one for me, a big step, because it sort of started on the route to what you actually see now, where I do these streams, and I've been upgrading sort of ever since. To the point where I feel a bit sorry for my wife because I started like on a tablet just streaming, dead easy, just needed a quiet room in the house, to now taking over a section of the living room. Um, and she's fair. She's been very supportive of the channel and things like that. And I remember first starting off when I started doing it, and she obviously realised that the PC cost quite a bit of money, but she knows that I love gaming, and it was kind of an investment. And over COVID, I really worked on it. And then I just remember getting that first sort of paycheck, and I was like, I've got like $60, $70. She was like, what? So I've earned $60, $70 over the last, like, I think like 2 months, 3 months, something like that. And he's like, what, you've earned money off it? I went, yeah. She's like, all right. And all of a sudden, it came from like, oh, you're doing your stream tonight? Oh, okay. And then she was like, are you streaming tonight? Are you streaming tonight? How much money have you made? And, things like that, like, how's it going? And took a real interest in it because she realised it was like, a real thing. And I think a lot of people, when you talk about YouTube, people sort of judge on sometimes subscribers and sometimes things like that. But I think that once you say to people, listen, I actually make a bit of money off YouTube, nothing like life changing, nothing enough to like, to change my job. I think it's probably enough just to pay for the game and support the game, really. So you're sort of playing free to play in a way. Nothing's crazy, but it's just good to sort of do something on the side and get recognised and then sort of earn a bit of money maybe from it. And I think that was a turning point. Not just the money, don't get me wrong. It was more the being able to say that I actually stream properly, not just talking on a tablet. I think you told people before that, and they're like, yeah, anyone can sort of do that. But when you've got the proper setup of going through it, I think the lockdown streams really made the channel. Doing a stream every single day, 100 days in a row. That was hard, honestly, guys. I mean, no, we're in lockdown and things like that, but when every day you commit to that streaming every single day, think about that for a minute. There's not a lot of streamers out there, but the stream for every single day is not sustainable. And I did that for 100 days, and I think that's a big challenge. And I could not do it now. I could not do it. Impossible, literally. Um, yeah, 100 days in a row. It was some achievement, and that's what I've always said. That's what made the channel, and yeah, very proud of doing that. I think that was a big turning point, and then I think obviously having the kids on the channel as well. That's always good because I think that one day, I don't want to be morbid, but one day I won't be here. I think it'd be good for the kids to be able to look back on that, have a bit of memories of us, doing the crystal openings and Jake and all that, and even my daughter, all them sort of things. It'd be good for them to be able to look back because I think eventually, our parents might be gone and we can look back at pictures and all that. But to actually have a video of yourself with your kids there forever, that's never going to disappear. A bit of a legacy in a way. I'm being sentimental now. But, I think it's really cool. So I think that's the big one for me. In terms of in the game, I think that drop rates changing was a big turning point. I think before that, I think it went too long without changing drop rates. But I think that when they increased drop rates finally, so that bots were a lot more accessible, which they are. I know some people get frustrated at unable to get 4-star bots, maybe or 5 stars. Trust me, it was a lot harder back then. And I think that increasing drop rates was a massive turn for the game. I think Dino Gate was a good turning point, although it was crazy when it happened. For those that were here, wow, I just remember being up quite late at night. I think it was about 11 o'clock at night when it happened. And me and being up at night, and I looked and went, how many? 400 crystals for $10. And I was like, buy, buy, buy. I remember going in the chat going, guys, you need to buy this bundle. Wow. I just remember one person, I won't mention his name, but one person was like, is that right? It just looks like it's normal. I went, this is not normal. It's 10 times the value, not 4 times the value. It's 10 times. Don't forget, it was 10 crystals, $10. $1 per crystal back then. And all of a sudden, it was supposed to be 4 times the value, but it was 40. I was like, buy, 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 buy. And people bought hundreds of bundles. Literally. It was madness. And it's just like, I've seen this quite a few times in the game where there's a bug of some kind, which is really positive in terms of what resources. And it was scary because I was like, this could break the game. And it was mad. But I think it sort of, I think it opened Space Ape's eyes a bit because I think they realised that they could give away so many crystals and it wouldn't break the game. It was detrimental to the game, I think. I think people started being overflowing with 5-star shards because of it. But I don't think it was detrimental to the point where the game was going to close down. You know, and I think it opened Space Ape's eyes a bit that they can have little offers like this, you know. But it's good to limit it like they do. So they say always like just one per person, which is fine. I'm okay with that. You know, people went a bit silly for Dino Gate, but I think it had quite a bit of positive impact on Space Ape. What else? And then I think back to my streams. So I think some of the old things that were happening, like which came from you guys. I remember I'd love to give someone credit, and I can't remember who it was, but I remember doing some giveaways, and this person was here for every single stream and never won a giveaway, and kept saying, "Oh, it's a fix. This, it's a fix." I was like, "It's not a fix, lads." And you know, I'm not a sort of person who's gonna fix a giveaway. You know, I think Grindtime won a few, but Grindtime was every week. But it's just one of those things, and it became a thing where everyone said, "Oh, it's a fix, it's a fix, it's a joke." And then I remember that person winning one week, and the chat just blew up with everyone going, "Oh, this is a fix," and it was really funny. I love things like that. You know, things that start off as something, and just go out of control. We have no control over it. It just turns to something else, and that was really fun. You know, just seeing little things like that evolve from a chat. You know, the little I think one of my staff sort of pointed out, they're like, "What's this in your server?" I was like, "Why are you in my server?" He's like, "Yeah, I just went in your server." And so I'm like, "What's all these little pictures of you?" And I was like, "Yeah, people used to clip pictures of me in certain situations and certain faces that I used to pull and post them as little images and whatever." And yeah, for people to start using the stream and all that, it was pretty fun. Like I said, and I liked it. It was a bit of fun again, just something out of nothing in the streams. That was pretty cool. Again, would like to give someone credit for that. I can't remember who it was, but it was pretty funny to see. And then obviously the weight thing that was that was just baffling. When I first started doing, I think it's when I first started doing streaming face to face. I think. And I think I just said in the chat, and me and Grindtime joke about this all the time. And I said, if anyone's got any questions, I could do sometimes, put them in the chat, I'll answer them. And some guy just put like, what do you weigh? I was like, what? That's not a question that you ask someone. Like, who even asks that? But again, you get these little nuggets of, comedy in these sort of streams sometimes where you look back and think, it's really funny. But I'm super proud of what I've done. Super proud of this channel. Met some good friends, even though they are sort of virtual friends that you probably would never meet. I'm hoping to meet Grindtime one day. I think that's the big one. Obviously, Grindtime's been a really good friend throughout. I think that's the long term aim is to obviously meet Grindtime face to face. I've talked to the guy like every week, I think, since maybe the last 5-6 years, something like that, maybe. And I like what I do. And I do enjoy it. I think I probably enjoy streaming more than playing the game, even sometimes. I love streaming. And I love doing this interaction with you guys and having the jokes and the laughs. And let's try and get to 10 years, eh? Let's keep going. Another 2 years. It's in sight now. I think 10 years for mobile game is absolutely crazy. It's mental. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, here's 10 years.